Now, France's far-right National Rally says it is preparing for the possibility of snap elections here in France. That is today, as leaders are meeting with France's Prime Minister François Bayrou as he continues his efforts this week to try to stave off the collapse of his government. For now, the National Rally, one of the many opposition parties here, planning to bring down Bayrou's minority government in a confidence vote next Monday. We're going to cross then to Matignon, to the Prime Minister's official residence, talk to our reporter once again, Claire Paccalin, who joins us from there. Claire, we spoke an hour ago, and some of the more left-wing leaders were inside talking to the Prime Minister. Now it's the turn of the National Rally, the far right.
Certainly, while those left-wing politicians are just behind me, you may be able to make out Raphaël Glucksmann and Aurélien Rousseau from the Place Publique centre-left party. They've finished their meeting with François Bayrou, France's Prime Minister, and inside there right now, Marine Le Pen and Jordan Bardella. We saw them draw up in their car about 20 minutes ago and walk through the door just over there. There's no big suspense here. They've both made it very clear that they do not plan on supporting François Bayrou in the confidence vote next Monday. And they have the biggest party in Parliament, so their voice clearly matters. What's interesting is that in the past they have abstained from confidence votes like this one, which has haven't effectively propped up François Bayrou's party, but not this time. We understand that they have no intention of changing their minds. And of course, we understand as well that the National Rally, that far-right party, is preparing for snap elections. Of course, that could only happen if the French President Emmanuel Macron decides to dissolve Parliament again, like he did last year.
Claire, I asked you this question an hour ago, but it's worth asking again, I think, because it's the crucial point, isn't it? I mean, a lot of people just wondering still what the point of these meetings is when basically all the opposition parties have already said they're not going to vote for the government in a vote of confidence.
Well, certainly one does wonder what the point of this current meeting is. Is there anything that François Bayrou could say to Marine Le Pen and Jordan Bardella to change their minds? It seems pretty unlikely. Any concessions he could make to the budget, which he wants to get through, it seems pretty unlikely. They've made their stance very, very clear. This afternoon, though, there could be a little bit of movement when François Bayrou meets with some of the centrist politicians. He'll be meeting with Gabriel Attal, who, of course, worked in the building just behind me in Matignon in the Prime Minister's office. He was Prime Minister, as well as Edouard Philippe, also a centrist politician, leader of his Horizon party. He was also a Prime Minister under Emmanuel Macron, and there could be some movement there. We haven't yet heard that Gabriel Attal and Edouard Philippe will necessarily support François Bayrou, but it's something that we could see. Also, Bruno Retailleau, who's the current Interior Minister, part of Bayrou's government, he will also be here meeting François Bayrou later on today. So while the current meeting may not be very fruitful for the French Prime Minister, later on today he may have a slightly happier afternoon.